working on the outside of the bus right now, so you'll be hearing him in the background doing some things. I'm just going through the comments a little bit. Someone asked if we were already moving in. Not necessarily, but as you can see, I've started to do little things here and there. I got the baby gate up, so Ember will be blocked from going past the couches, because we don't want her, because at first we were like, oh, we'll just block off the stairs, because obviously we don't want her playing on the stairs, falling down the stairs. Then I was like, I don't really want her crawling up in towards the driver's seat, pressing, there's so many buttons up there, and so I just don't want her in the front at all. So we have a baby gate that blocks off between both couches, so she stops there. So that's good. You guys are going to see all of that really soon. Isaac and I both have videos coming out tomorrow, which a lot happens, a lot goes on. I cut all of the couch cushions, and I was hoping to actually sew the cushions today and tomorrow, as well as the curtains. And we went into town yesterday so I could do that, and we could not find any zippers longer than 48 inches, and if we found 48-inch ones, they only had 1 or 2. We need 4 longer zippers. So we had to order those online. They won't be here until the end of February. So I'm going to sew as much as I can up until the point where I need to sew the... I don't even know if I could do that. So I don't know. We'll figure that out. The cushions are probably going to be one of the last things to be done. We thought about doing Velcro, Bryn, but we just really want to have the zippers. It's a little more durable. So Velcro's great, and it's definitely a good alternative, but we personally want the zippers. So we're going to just wait and get what we want instead of settling for something that we don't necessarily want. Alright, let's jump in this chat. I know y'all were talking about drinking tea earlier. I was actually it's weird that you guys were talking about that, because I was thinking about having some sleepy time tea before bed. I used to all the time, but I haven't lately because I wake up so often at night with Ember, but she hasn't been waking up more than once or twice, so I think I'll be okay if I drink some sleepy time tea. I mean, it only does so much anyways, but I love having sleepy time tea before dinner. I mean, before bed. Shabby said, hi Jaylina, good to see you're feeling better. I am, I'm feeling much better. I'm still a little stuffed up, but not really that bad, so. And Ember and I are definitely feeling better. Paul Honeyman said, Isaac, stop shaking them damn spray cans. It's, live chat nugget. What could he possibly be doing out there shaking spray cans? Can you hear it? Isbeth Williams said, hello, your house is looking good. Ms. Angie said magnets would work on the curtains too. It's, for the curtains, I need double-sided sticky tape to sew them. Other than that, we're putting them on, I'll show it to you. We have these. So normally we do button snaps on our curtains, but for the front 2 windows, and I think maybe the bathroom, we have 3 of them. We're not quite sure exactly where the 3rd one's gonna go, but they're these wire curtains. So we're gonna try these for the big sections in the front, and then the rest will be snap button curtains like we normally do. Amy Lewis said, I bet you guys are super stoked. Yes, we're very excited, but it is coming down to the wire. This is our last week of the build, so a lot is happening really fast. And I say the last full week, because we'll have, 3 days after this week is over. So, Leslie, who said, haha, graphics. I don't know. You guys are going to have to wait and see. The schoolie teacher's in the house. She said the bus looks amazing. Thank you. I've been doing a lot of little projects today, which I really wanted to get on these curtains and these cushions, but they just didn't have what we needed in town, which sucks. See, Into the Mist is in the chat. I'm kind of going back up because I missed a lot, I think. Kimberly Thompson said, you still have a wish list on Amazon. We do have a big bus wish list. So it's actually in the description of this video. If Paul, if you can throw that link in the chat. Actually, I wonder if I can. Let's see. I'm actually on I'm on Isaac's other phone, so I don't necessarily know what all. I don't even think he has Amazon downloaded on here. Yeah, so I think I'd have to download. It's a whole thing. But we do have, yeah, so we do have a big bus wish list, which this is off the big bus wish list, and a few other things that I did today, like the baby gate and some stuff for the bathroom. So you guys are going to see all of that when we move in, and I definitely want to thank you guys and give you all credit for those of you who helped us with all the decorating. So that'll all be happening in the move-in video, which is super exciting. Pam Sugar Creek says, I love that basket hanging on the wall in the kitchen, Jaylina. Yeah, it's handmade. It's hand crocheted. It's really, I think it's really cute, and we'll have all of our, we'll use it for vegetables. We don't eat a lot of fruit around here, but, so it'll probably be for vegetables. Miss Connie L said, is Josh there? Josh gets here, I believe, on Saturday. So he'll be here Saturday, Sunday, and then I think he leaves on Monday. So he gets here this weekend. This whole entire month, I feel like, just went by so fast. Brazos Valley Soap, hey! I feel like I missed. Oh, Mackenzie Pearson's in the house. Got the heater right on me. It's a little warm now. Yeah, the schoolie teacher's currently in Mexico traveling, and Isaac and I were hoping to watch a video from your Mexico travels, and we were on your channel, but you haven't posted any yet. So we were trying to find, like, any of our friends who are in Mexico, if they were posting videos, because we needed to live vicariously because we're stuck working all the time. So we watched a few, but yeah, we're looking forward to some Mexico vlogs from you. Jennifer said, how do you feel about the paint and the paint job and the color? The paint job's amazing. I personally love the color.
Filipinos dicen todos.
Isaac's not a huge fan, though.
Nah, bro. I don't like things not being what I want.
So, he's not super stoked about the color. I like the color a lot. Leslie Hughes says, oh, Paul Honeyman dropped the Big Bus wish list if you guys want to check that out. Leslie Hughes says, how's your weather? It is going to snow the next 2 days, you guys. And Debbie said that it's going to be like 6 inches. So, a couple of snow days, it looks like we have coming up. And then it's a lot of rain. So the snow probably won't stick around very long because it's going to rain quite a few days next week. Volley69 said, I think the name should be the Big Bus. I mean, that's really what we call it anyways. We're like, oh, the Big Bus, the Big Bus. So that would be a great name. That's pretty much its name right now. Paul Sherman did a $10 super chat. You look good, Mama. Glad you're feeling better. Thank you so much. I'm feeling much better, and I'm so excited, and I'm ready to just dive into every project we have left and get it done. We actually have she's coming to help with Ember this entire week. So huge shout out to Debbie. We're so grateful for her. We were talking about it earlier. This bus would not be as far along if it weren't for her. So the schoolie teacher said I just posted the crossing the border video last night. Oh, we'll watch it tonight for over dinner. We're excited. Patricia Tenry said, don't forget about the cobblestone floor pillows. Floor pillows? What's a floor pillow? Brazos Valley Soap said, I feel you on the work all the time thing. Ha ha ha. It's me, Kathy said, I can't wait for it to be done. You're pulling off for your family travels. Yes, me too. I can't wait to take our trip and just hit the road. Nana Ann said, hi, Jaylena. Loved watching Ember and her walker in the bus. She is so cute. Yes, if you guys are on Instagram, we post things on Instagram sometimes that you don't see on YouTube. We had the other day, so we have a TV in the bus, and the other day I was trying to hook up our Chromecast so that we could stream, and we had Ember in here in her walker, and she was just zooming back and forth. And it was really nice outside. It wasn't too cold, so we hung out in the bus a little bit while Isaac was working. But that was really fun, yeah. So he posted a video of that on his Instagram stories. Everyone's saying hi to Isaac. Leslie, he said, oh no, not more water. Yeah. Linda Harm said it was 81 in Texas today. Mother's nature is so confused. Oh my goodness. I asked my sister, so live chat nugget, Ember and I are going to be taking a trip to Texas in April. So I asked my sister if it would be warm enough to swim, and she said probably not. But I mean, if it's 81 right now, one can only hope. Misty said, where's Ember? She is with Debbie right now until, as soon as I'm done with this live chat, then I will go relieve Debbie. She wants to come check out the bus, so we'll probably put Ember in her little winter suit and come out here and so she could check it out. Paul Honeyman said, Isaac's doing graffiti on the bus to change the color to a background color. He's so mad. He's just graffitiing the side of the bus because he hates the paint job. I'm really excited to, well, I don't know how I feel about what Isaac's doing right now. I'll just say that. I was really excited about it, and then now I'm not so sure. Into the Mist said, we are going to be in Texas in April too, the 12th, the 13th, 14th. I'm going to be still in Texas at that time. So, yeah, we should definitely link up. That would be so fun. For sure. We'll talk about that. Leslie Hughes says, yay, moving day countdown. Yes, it's so exciting. I'm so ready. Oh my goodness. Just another Lori said, wow, Jaylena, it's cold down here in Northern California, some blue skies. I feel like it's not really super cold right now. I do have a heater in front of me, and I have a pretty thick jacket on, but it's definitely cold. It just doesn't feel like it's gonna snow tomorrow, which it is, so I'll definitely have to bundle up tomorrow for sure. Lila Newton said, I love how the rock wall came out. Thank you. We are so glad that we went with the rock wall. We're actually doing the same thing on the entrance of the stairway. So I'm going to be working on that this week too. The only difference is I'm not going to do mortar. We're just going to glue it to the wall, and then I'm going to grout over that, which is something that some people do. But since it's not necessarily, I don't think that it needs the mortar for it being just right there. So we're just going to glue it to the wall, because people do both. when it's more decorative and it's not necessarily, because that was for like heat protector. This is just for decoration, so we're just gonna glue it and not necessarily worry about the mortar. Glenn Oakland said, I'm sorry I'm late again. Darn internet never tells me when it's time. We've only been on for 15 minutes, so you're pretty early. Lorelli. Sorry, I couldn't read just now. I noticed you have your upper shelf basket and live edge countertops are in the kitchen. Yeah, so we have our overhead shelves on this side done too. Oh, and then we have our overhead shelving on this side of the kitchen, as well as the countertops are put in. All the live edge countertops are put in, and then we're planning on doing a desk with a lagoon mount, and we weren't sure if we were gonna just do plywood, like the pre-finished plywood, or if we wanted to do live edge. And last minute, we decided to do live edge, so that's actually installed already, but it's not epoxied yet. So Isaac's actually gonna do that today, so that'll be exciting. So we'll have this countertop, the entryway counter, and then the desk for the lagoon mount is gonna be epoxied. I think it's gonna look really good. Paul said, "No, I ain't got time for Instagram." Christy Eaton said, "Debbie's a rock star. She is." Sherry said, "How is Levi? No videos lately." I mean, he has film. I know he has videos filmed that he just hasn't edited and hasn't put out. He actually left the shop a few days ago. I'm not exactly sure what his plans are, but I know he does plan on being on the road for a little while. Yeah, I mean, I've told him many times that I wish that he would post, because, you know, we watch his videos and stuff too, but, you know, it's his life and his channel, so I'm not going to push it. If he wants to post, if he wants to share, you know, he can. But he's doing good as far as I know. He's out on the road right now, and I think he's going to go visit a friend in California again, and he just wanted to, I think he's, Mackenzie Pearson, it's 80 today in Arizona. Must be nice. And Into the Mist said it's so nice in Arkansas today. Diane Brito said, "Hello, Jaylina. I'm so excited to happen upon your live chat. Love the bus." Thank you. I'm glad you're here too. How Lorelli said, "Okay, how about the name Jalapeno, or is that how you were trying to pronounce it? Or jalapeno?" Paul Sherman said, "When are you going to post another video on your other channel?" I have definitely been slacking. I apologize. Anytime that I have had free, it's pretty impossible for me to try and research and work basically on my laptop with Ember. And I'm the only person she does it with, but she wants to interact the entire time that I'm with her. I can't just put her down and like let her play, and I can for a very short amount of time. So it's hard to get what I need done for my other channel right now, because in any of my free time I'm working on the big bus. Like, we have to get this finished before the end of February. That's when our lease is up in this big bay, and this bus doesn't fit in our normal bay. So we're just trying I'm just trying to focus on getting as much done in here as I possibly can, and then once we move in, I'm going to have so much more time to focus on my other channel as well as this channel, and I'll be able to create the content that I want to create for you guys moving forward, because for so long now everything's been about building this bus and it's been about, you know, I was traveling in my van, but then I bought my bus and I was building out the bus, and then we got pregnant. So then it was like I finished building my bus and then started building this one. So there's been building for so long, and I'm excited to kind of get back more into sharing the lifestyle and kind of sharing more storytelling with you guys on this channel. And then of course the true crime stuff is, you know, explains itself. But yeah, I'm definitely looking forward to not doing build videos anymore. So in March, basically, I'll be posting a lot more often on my true crime channel, at least 2 to 3 times a week. So, if not at the very least once a week. Haley B said Isaac is stubborn like my husband. He is very stubborn. Smooth Operator says your bus looks awesome. Thank you. Paul Honeyman dropped my true crime channel if any of you are interested in that type of things. Don't feel bad if you're not. It's not everyone's cup of tea, you know. Michael said the bus is looking great. I'm so happy with your journey. Thank you. Roman Ruby said, are you taking the new bus to Descend? Yes. So we will have the big bus, this one, at Descend. We'll also have the Jeep at Descend, and the Peach will be there as well. So live chat nugget, because I see Susan said, hi Jaylena, are you going to be selling the Peach? So only you guys are going to know this, and I probably won't talk about it again until this summer. But I am not selling the Peach. The Peach is staying in our bus family, at least for a little while. Who knows how long, but I am also gutting the Peach and remodeling. I'm not going to touch the ceiling, and I'm not going to touch from behind the driver's seat forward. Well, maybe. But I'm going to completely gut the Peach and remodel it. I will be using some of the stuff that's already built, like the kitchen, but it will be moved. So the Peach is going to get a little makeover this summer. And Samantha might even be driving her van up here this summer, and her van might be getting a little makeover as well. So, yeah, live chat nuggets. Very, very exciting. Lisa Pridmore said, are you going back to Florida? At some point, we will definitely be going back to Florida. It's been very weird watching Mindy's videos of being in Florida, because I was in Florida at this time a couple years ago, and it was so beautiful and warm, and I mean it was humid and hot like in the Keys, and I loved it. She's like freezing, and it's been a lot colder right now than it was when I was there before. Melissa Meltzon said, so Levi's on the road. Is he working? He is on the road. I don't know if he's working. So it says that y'all are saying I buffered out on the Levi stuff. Yeah, so Levi's on the road. I think he's planning on visiting a friend in California and stopping there for a while, working to save up money. I don't really know exactly what his plans are and if he's going to continue with YouTube. I encourage him to continue YouTube, but it is a job in itself, and it's a lot of work. So I don't know if that's something that he's going to want to continue. I hope that he does, and I encourage him as much as I can, but he is his own person, and he does make his own choices. So we'll see what happens with Levi together. Janice said, can't you renew your lease? So we've been doing month to month on this big bay. We do not want to have to push the build out another month. So we set a goal for February, and if we don't make it by the end of February, we're not going to have this bay. And The thing for us and the thing for me too, when you are uncomfortable, it pushes you to work harder. It pushes you to do the things that you don't necessarily want to do, things that you can slack on. But if you're uncomfortable, you're not going to slack on those things. So, like, when I first bought my bus and I sold my van, I was staying at my mom's house, and she all the time was like, oh, just, unpack your stuff, move in, buy a bed, like, here's your room. I was sleeping on I think, 3 or 4 inch memory foam mattress on the floor with my clothes in bags. I did not unpack. I was not actually like living there. I was just staying there while I was building. And I refused to let myself go there because I didn't want to get too comfortable. Because being in that position pushed me to wake up every single morning and go work on my bus so that I could build that home to live in, versus being too comfortable in this home and becoming a little bit, too lenient on certain things. Like, oh, I'll just sleep in today, I can get to it later. This isn't comfortable. I'm not comfortable in this situation. I want to hurry up and get my house built and move in and live my life. So I think that being uncomfortable and putting yourself in uncomfortable situations sometimes is beneficial, because it pushes you to get to where you want to be and encourages you to not be lazy and to not let yourself be lenient in certain aspects of your life that you're not trying to be lenient in. So yeah, we could renew the lease for another month, but we don't want to. We have our other bay, but it's not big enough for this bus, so we would have to be working on it outside, which we don't want to do. Just another Lori said, Isaac is lacking attention, not that one making all the noise. We gotta get this work done. We usually stop working at 5 or 4. Sometimes 5, depending on what he's doing. But one of us has to go in at 4 to take Ember. And so I decided to go live a little bit early so that I could get some other things done later on. Christina Campbell said, I love your true crime channels. You're a great storyteller. Thank you so much. Miss Corrine said, sounds like Isaac is practicing for a new career with Group Stomp. Big Bear said, I just arrived. Are you finished with the big bus? No, this is our last full week of the build, and then we'll have a couple more days, and then we have to be done. So we're pushing. Roman Ruby said, we are going for the first time ever. So excited. I have a van like Sam's. You're going to have so much fun and you're going to love it. I think Samantha's bringing her van to Descend this year too, so that'll be really exciting. Peace out Lisa said, oh wow, Jaylena, it'll be exciting to see what you do with the peach. I'm very excited. After doing the pullout, I'm not happy with the layout that it wound up being in the end, and so I kind of want to make it more comfortable. And we use the peach a lot for like guests. When anyone comes to stay, like to help and stuff, they stay in the peach. And another live chat nugget, this year at Descend, Debbie will be with us to help with Ember, and so she will be staying in the peach. And I wanted it to have everything that she could possibly need, but I want that to be anyone who comes and stays. If our parents come, if our friends come out, like I want them to be able to have a place to stay that's not in the big bus if they want to have like more privacy. Because I know Isaac's parents would not want to sleep in here on the pull-out couch, but they would be a lot more comfortable in the peach if the peach had a different layout. So I want it to be really comfortable for everyone. Hoppa said, are you fixing the motor on the peach? The motor will be fixed before I remodel. So this spring, I'm going to, or maybe even sometime very soon, I'm going to be fixing the peach. I think we found a really good mechanic, and we've tested him with some other things, and he seems to know what he's talking about. He seems to know what he's doing. He was able to fix the other things that we were worried about that other mechanics weren't. So I'm going to take the peach to this guy, and hopefully he can get it fixed. And then I'm going to do the remodel this summer after she's fixed and drivable. Hoppus, I just tuned in. Will you guys finish by the end of February? We think we will. I think we're pretty solid. I think we're gonna get it finished by the end of February. The only thing we might not get done is the roof deck, but that's not a major priority. It'll be done, but maybe not by the end of February. Mackenzie Pearson said, I'm not sure if I'll be able to make it to Descend, but I really hope I can. I hope you can too. It was really fun this year, and I can't wait for next year. Into the Mist said, we are bringing the VW to Descend. Our bus just isn't going to be done in time. Isaac and I were like, they're absolutely crazy if they get that done in time for Descend. But we look forward to hanging out with you guys at Descend. It's going to be so fun. I feel like this year is going to be... I feel like every year it just gets better and better. Shelly Sanders did a $50 super chat for any last minute things you need to full send. Thank you so much. I'm doing a huge haul tomorrow. I'm going to be ordering a whole bunch of stuff off of Amazon. So if you guys did want to help out with the decorations and stuff, or just some of the things that we're putting in the bus, we do have the big bus wish list, because after tomorrow I think the majority of that's already going to... I'm going to go ahead and buy it, and then I'm also going into town the next day to do like pillows and to get a couple more things for sewing stuff and just any last minute things that we might need to move in. Just another Lori said, I need to build a pull-out bed like you built in Peach. I don't recommend it. Depending on your bus. Like, we have a pull-out couch in the big bus, and it's great. I absolutely love it. I think we're going to use it all the time. The one in the Peach, it's such a small space that I just feel like it probably wasn't the best idea for me to do. I think I could have done a different layout and used a pull-out couch to like more to an advantage, and I didn't. So I will go into all of that when I remodeled the Peach this summer. But I wound up being very unhappy with that layout, especially after having Ember and living in there with 3 people. It was not fun. Freedom Journey said, we finally bought a van and we are inspired by you and all other people in this community. I wish I would have done this sooner. The important thing is you took the leap and you did it. Congratulations. That's really, really exciting. And building out the van, I don't know if you guys are doing it yourself, but if you are, that is such a special part of the journey because it really tests you in so many ways. And if you don't and you have someone build it out, that's totally fine too. You're going to enjoy the journey just being on the road itself. KT Lee said, I'm from Oregon also. I'm wanting to start a channel, but I'm having a hard time starting and not knowing where I want it to go. Yeah, I think when you start a YouTube channel, the most important thing is deciding like what niche you want it to be. And once you find your niche, then just be consistent. Posting as often as you can, or at least once a week. I know I'm not doing that myself on my other channel, but that's just temporary because we're trying to get this done. Our home is a little bit more important than my side channel. But being consistent and just taking the leap and doing it is most important. And when you do start a channel and you post videos, YouTube actually sends you emails on, they have a whole channel on how to build your channel and like what works and like how it all works, the algorithm. They explain all of that, and it used to be called like YouTube University, and I think they changed it to something else now. But when I very first started YouTube on way back in the day, you guys know the other channel, I put so much effort into trying to learn exactly how YouTube worked, and I took those classes really seriously, and I did everything that they said to do, and that helped a lot on that other channel, and it's also helped a lot on this channel too. I even still go back sometimes and watch the videos because they post new ones all the time. Mackenzie Pearson said, maybe I'll be able to take this guy I've been seeing to Descend to if I can go laugh out loud. Yeah, I mean, if it lasts that long, it might be something special, so. Sandy, that's a great idea for the peach. I'm excited. I think my dream, I doubt my mom's going to watch this live chat, and if she does, I hope she doesn't. But I was telling Isaac, my dream is that if I could make enough money on my other channel and this channel to remodel the peach and like gift it to my mom, that would be my dream. I don't know if I could ever let go of the peach, just like give it away. Right now I could not afford that, but that would be my dream. Christine said, just binge watched your true crime stories the other day and I got all caught up. I liked them, but some really creeped me out too. I messaged you a potential one to do. Yeah, sometimes they get a little crazy, but that it's just so interesting, you know. Charles said, I just joined, so are you fixing ... Never mind. Never mind, asked and answered. Taco Lover Carl did a $5 super chat. I hope y'all are doing good and not sick like me. I'm at home suffering with COVID-19 and feel miserable. Oh, I'm so sorry. Sending you well wishes. I just got over being sick. I didn't have COVID, but like it's never fun to be sick. Brenda said that the bus is looking beautiful. Thank you. Christine said, when is Descend? I might be able to make it. I think it is in September this year. And tickets are on sale now. And I mean, they didn't sell out last year, but they usually sell out. So tickets are on sale and it's in September. Earth to Chrissy's in the house. Amy Lewis, are you guys taking your e-bikes with you? Oh, I'm sure Isaac's definitely gonna have his what's it called? His Onyx bike. He's obsessed with it. He will 100% have that. I will probably take my e-bike too, since I can just fold it up and put it in the back of the bus. So yeah, we'll have at least Isaac's bike, if not both of ours. Becky B said, where will the car seat be in the bus? So the car seat is going to be on this side of the bus behind the driver's seat. So I'll sit directly behind the driver's seat and then Ember will sit in her car seat facing backward on the other side. Katie Lee said, how do we find the wish list? It's in the description of this video. And then, Paul Honeyman was on that and he went ahead and posted the link for that. Christine Kelly said, okay, that may work for me if I head to Vancouver, BC in the spring and head south to Mexico. That's exciting. I've always wanted to go to Canada and I've always wanted to drive to Mexico. I've been to Mexico, but I'd love to do van life in Mexico. Ruby's mom said, how about Birdie for a name? I don't know. I feel like Bones still kind of, I don't know. Bones resonates with me as far as the name for the bus, but we still haven't said it on one of them. And I couldn't name it Birdie because every time I would think of Birdie, because I do like that name, but every time I would think of Birdie, I would think of Emma Builds Birdie, and Emma's bus is named Birdie, so I don't think we could do that. Haley V said, I'm so excited to see Peach's makeover. I think it looks great as is, but I understand wanting to perfect it. Yeah, and then I did that moss on the back door, and I loved it, but it is a mess, and it gets everywhere because there's so much traffic that touches that. So I want to take all of that moss off, and actually Earth to Chrissy did like a fake greenery in her bus that I was like, I should have did that. That does not make a mess. So I might wind up going that route, or I might not do the moss on the back wall at all, because I will have I don't want to say too much, but I might do that if I continue with the greenery on the back. Sandy says Peach guest cottage. Yes. Just another Lori said, no, I have a bed. I just want it for sitting and being able to pull out for like reclining. Yeah, I think that's perfect. That's what we have in the big bus, and I love that idea, but not as like Emma's bus is named Burbie, not Birdie. Oh, isn't it Emma Builds Birdie though? Isn't that the name of her channel, or have I just been reading that wrong this entire time? But that made me lose my train of thought. Lorelli said, great to keep Peach so many uses like guest bus or extra space for your lives, office, and even Isaac's recording music studio. Lots of benefits. Yeah, so it's great to have also because I film sometimes in there, so it's kind of like my office also. But then if I want to take a trip, like when when Ember and I drove to Texas, I can take a solo mom quick trip if I want to. I can take a trip with Ember if Isaac is busy and he doesn't want to go on whatever trip that I'm trying to go on. Like I have that option as well, and so does he. He can take it if he wants to too. If he's gonna go meet with someone and film a tour of their rig, he can take the Peach if he has to stay overnight or something like that. And we don't want to take the big bus per se. It's just really nice to have. I wonder how far behind I am. Tina's Crazy Life said, I have an absolute goal to be at Descend 1 year. I just have to save up for it. I might end up being put on disability though. Well, I hope that you make it 1 year because that would be really cool. Rosa said, hi Jelena, just curious, have you built a door for your toilet room? We decided we are going to go with a macrame door for the toilet room. So in the Peach I have a macrame door, but I found one that is a little more full so you can't see through it as much. But also I think that we're going to, at least I want to make it to where we have the macrame door in front of the toilet so that you do have privacy. But like if we have guests and we want more privacy, I want to be able to put a shorter curtain that goes over the bed between the two openings here so that we would have closure there, and then a curtain on from here to here all the way down, so that makes the bathroom one room. So if you're taking a shower, you can take a shower and then get out of the shower and dry off and have all the privacy that you need versus it having to dry off in the shower because it is a tiny little space. But then it closes off the whole area and you have one big bathroom. So that's kind of something that I want to do. So we will have a macrame door, but like if we have guests over and that's not enough for them personally and they feel like they need more privacy, they'll have the option to close off that area entirely and they'll have plenty of privacy. I feel like I'm pretty far behind. Let me scoot down here a little bit. Lori said, I heard that YouTube is now taking 55% of Super Chat money. You may need to ask people to send to PayPal. Is it true that they are taking that much? No. I have not gotten any update from YouTube because when they make changes like that, they send you an email and you have to like acknowledge it. I haven't gotten anything that says that. As far as I know, it's only 30%. But super chats are fun, and I think some people, like I personally just like to do super chats because they're fun. But yeah, you can also send to PayPal too if that's your personal preference. Trish B did a $20 super chat. I can't wait to see the many adventures on your beautiful family goes on. Many blessings to you all. Thank you so much. We are very much ready. I can't wait to move in and just feel like we have our home finally. I'm really excited about Ember's room too. I don't know if you can see that right there. A little live chat nugget. She has a crib now. Sarah Wass says, my son has strep and it's horrible. I don't wish that on anyone. Horrible seeing him in so much pain. Oh my goodness. I hate strep. I've had it a few times when I was younger, and it's the worst. I'm so sorry. Dave said, when you get Peach fixed, make sure you fix that hose that blew apart. I feel like I'm just going to have the mechanic put a new hose in, because that hose is actually extremely long and it doesn't need to be that long, so I might have him put a new one in that's not that long and is only as long as it needs to be. So yeah, we'll definitely fix that, because it does not have the right parts on it right now. Like, it drives, but it's not road ready. Okay, I'm gonna speed down here a little bit. So, Emma builds Birdie. Interesting, because I hear her say birdie when she talks about it. And I am a little bit dyslexic, so I've literally saw birdie this entire time until now. I was today years old when I learned. Misty said, where do you, Isaac, and Ember stay if guests stay in the Peach? We have temporary housing for right now until we move into the big bus. Yeah, Peach was just too small. Freedom Journey said, where are you going to keep the Peach when you guys leave that lot? I'm not sure. We might make it an Airbnb. Maybe, I don't know. I've even thought about having a friend or my mom fly out, or certain people at a time fly out and take the Peach on a trip with us, and we can travel together, and we'll have the Peach with us, but our friends can use it and stuff. So I don't know. We'll cross that bridge when we get there. Campbell said, has anyone heard from Des? I haven't talked to Des in a little bit, but I know she's not doing YouTube anymore, so I'm sure she's fine. She's working on her health and stuff. Linda Kemp said, do you have the bus stoked up yet? What does that mean? Did you mean to say stoked? Does that mean something that I'm unaware of? Oh, Charles says that as far as the monetization on certain things go, basically you're grandfathered in if you have had YouTube for a certain amount of time, and then if you start, depending on your start date, I guess you have different split rates or whatever. Christina Campbell says, I wish I had your ambition. I took the easy route and bought a small RV. The big bus looks great. Well, thank you. And also, I think that for me personally, I have nothing against anyone who wants to just buy their rig outright and get on the road. I didn't have that option. I had very, very limited funds, and I was building as I was getting paid. So I couldn't even build as fast as I wanted to. I was just kind of having to build as I went. And I feel like a lot of people are in that position. So they want to do this, but they can't afford to buy a new RV or even a new van or even a used van or whatever. So some people just have to build their own rig themselves if they want to do it, which was what my position was at the time. Which I had a van, but I was unhappy in my van. There was a lot that was connected to my van that I didn't want to hold on to, and I just wanted to move on, and I wanted something I could stand up in. So the bus was that for me, but the bus was a cheap bus, and I was building as I went for sure. And then I had a lot of mechanical issues up front, so then a lot of money was going to that. And the first almost every mechanic I've ever worked with hasn't been able to really fix her, so I'm hoping that this mechanic we found is much better, which I think he is, so we'll see. Hi, can you hear Isaac out there cooking that can? Lorelli said, I can't wait to see your videos coming out tomorrow. I love yours and Isaac's channels. Thank you. Isaac's video is actually already ready to go. We watched it last night, and I have not even started editing mine because I just finished filming today. So the video you see tomorrow, the end of it is from today. Janice L. Holland said, put a yurt on your land like the one you stayed in. So when we bought that property, we were wanting to put like a geometric dome or something really cool up there, but then the city was like, no, it has to be these certain rules, and that's not what we were originally told. And then we heard that they changed the laws here for tiny houses, but now we can't get a hold of the city to confirm. And I honestly, the city acts like they don't want to do their jobs, and half the time we struggle paying our lease because they don't want to have to do the paperwork for us to pay the lease, and it's just really frustrating. So who knows what is what. Brittany Burkhart did a $5 super chat. Hello, Jaylena. Love watching your videos. Can't wait for you and your to see you and your family on the road. Thank you so much. We're really excited to get on the road and just finally not be building, because we've been building for so long, years now. Sandra Hunt said, are you taking your cats? Yes! I actually finished the cat door today for their litter box area, and I will show it to you guys because you guys are awesome, and if you've been watching this long, you've deserved it. Look at that. It's so cute, and it has little brushes on it, so when they come in and out of their cat box, it'll brush them, which will be nice because that'll help us with their hair, because they don't always let me brush them. Christina said, I took after the schoolie teacher and got an online teaching job. Thank you for introducing her. You both changed my life, all for the great. That is amazing. That's really cool. Haley V said, time to get rid of that property and move on. That sucks though. Yeah, we are not sure what we're going to do with that right now. That's something that we're going to figure out maybe this summer. But right now we're just focused on getting this big bus done. That cat door is neat. That's an awesome doorway for the cats. Wanda said, Isaac's can shaking is the equivalent to Halo's attention-seeking meowing when he's live. Laugh out loud. That's funny. He's gonna love that comment. Tanya said, have you guys decided where your first family trip will be? I think we're gonna head to the coast and visit Josh, and then we're gonna head south and go to the Albert Desert, I believe. That's the plan. I'm not sure if that's the order we're gonna go in, but I mean that's the plan. Is we're definitely gonna spend time on the coast and at the Albert Desert. Rebecca Myers said your hair looks so pretty and the bus is amazing. Great job, you two. Thank you so much. Hoppa said, what new things is Ember doing? Oh, Ember's teeth are coming in. So her right tooth already poked out a bit, but her left tooth, I think, is starting to poke out today, and she's been very, like, irritated by it, I can tell. So she has been sticking her tongue out and rubbing the bottom of her tongue on her teeth, and so she likes to stick her tongue out a lot now. She rolls over like crazy. She loves to scoot around in her walker. We're trying to get her to crawl, but she hates being on her stomach, but she's improving a little bit every day, so hopefully she'll be crawling soon, and then she'll be on the road to walking all by herself, which is why we needed that baby gate. But I think those are... She's getting a lot more used to her toys, like she knows how they work and she can play with them. Lorelli said, how about a barn dominium style shell so you can drive your bus into it like your A-frame style, which I think the city would let you have. That land isn't even big enough to put a barn dominium style, any building that would fit this bus. It's a very small lot. We were wanting to put like a small geometric dome and then put a cute little like outhouse fire pit area and like a jacuzzi, like make it really cool, like a perfect, because we never initially weren't gonna like live there. We wanted it to be a really cool Airbnb, but I don't know if that's gonna work out now because of what we're being told versus what we have been told, so I'm not sure what we're gonna do. Joni said it looked like she loves the walker in the bus. She does. She really likes being in the bus, period. She loves looking out the windows. She sits in her little room and she likes to play in there. Excuse me, my throat's itchy. Paul Honeyman said, I thought Isaac was practicing for his mariachi debut with his Mexican friends. He could be. Sandra Hunt said, does that land have water and electric? It does. It has everything to hook up, but they told us, like, we can't have any of our utilities hooked up until we start building, which I don't think is correct. So, again, I don't think they even know what they're talking about. I think they just don't want to have to work in any way if they don't have to. But we've been on for 58 minutes. So if you guys have any last minute questions, now's the time to answer them. I'm going to jump off here at 4 so I can go take Ember and hang out with her for a little bit while Isaac finishes doing whatever he's going to be doing out here, because I know he has a few things that he has left to get done out here before he can come inside and be done. So you gonna epoxy that?
Mm-hmm. What's up?
Hoppa said, you may have said it, but how will you block off the stairway for Ember? So I did mention it way earlier in the chat, but we have a baby gate that goes from each end of the couch so that she can't get past the couches, because it's not just the stairs that we're concerned for. We're also concerned for her getting like up where the driver's seat is, and there's so many buttons and the pedals, and we just don't want her up there. So we have a baby gate that blocks her from that. And then if she's in her walker, that walker won't go past the entryway between this couch over here and the engine block thing. So she's fine in her walker, and then we have a baby gate for once she starts walking and crawling. Great cat door. Thank you, Sandy. Glenn Okla said, please show Ember's room again. This is all you get until tomorrow. Then you'll see what we did to Ember's room, because there's a lot going on there. Kind of. Tina's Crazy Life said, can you build a cover for the steering wheel area for when you're not driving? It can be used for a shelf or something. I think Isaac's going to want to do the big circular piece of wood so that we can use that as a desk when we're not driving. Peace out, Lisa said, sending hugs to you guys. This is getting so close and exciting for y'all. Not too talkative today. Still sick with pneumonia. Love y'all. I hope you feel better. Christy Eaton said, did you say Ember has a crib in her room? Yes, kind of. So you guys are going to have to wait till tomorrow to see what I mean by that. Glenna Russell said, you need electricity to build. They know that. Power tool. Hello. Yes, something is fishy. Yeah, exactly. So I don't believe that that's the correct information. So we're just going to have to really push hard on that and figure out what's going on. But right now, we're just really concerned about getting the bus done. And then we can move on to that property and kind of figure out what we want to do and what's going to happen with that. Last minute, Paul Honeyman dropped the Big Bus wish list if you guys want to check that out. And thank you to everyone so much who has helped us out with that. Like, this is from that, and then a few things that I installed today, which will be in tomorrow's video, which you guys will see, is from that wish list. But when we do the move-in video is when I'm gonna give you guys all shout-outs for that, because we cannot appreciate you. We cannot tell you how much we appreciate you enough. So we love you. I'm gonna go get Ember. Thank you guys so much for hanging out with us, and we'll see you tomorrow. And then we'll see you on Thursday for Isaac's live chat. Maybe, well, I don't know. It's supposed to be cold. Maybe if we can keep it warm enough in here, Ember and I can join as well. So, love you guys. I will see you tomorrow and also on Monday. Maybe on Monday we'll be moving in next Monday. We'll see. Pray for us.